I am here with another quick tip for you. This one is about Pinterest. I have recently really gone all in on Pinterest, and I've really seen an uptick in the impact that has had on visits to my website and sales. And that goes for my author site as well as my Writer Spark Academy coaching, teaching, pre-made cover design site. So I have two different accounts. And I've seen the impact on both. In fact, Pinterest is the main referral site to both of my websites, which I think is pretty amazing. And I've only been doing it for maybe about 4 months or so now at this point. But the couple of things I want to point out to you are, number one, Pinterest is not a social media site. It is a search engine. So if you think about it in terms of like Google being a search engine, people search for something on Google and the result comes up. They're looking for something in particular. Sometimes Pinterest comes up as a result in that search. But more than that, Pinterest itself is a search engine. So when you are in Pinterest, and I say you globally, people are looking for something. They have a question, they have a problem, they need recipes, they need something. Maybe they need to find out what holiday books are the best books to read during the holiday season. And so they type that in. Those are the keywords when you think about SEO and keywords. It's what are people typing in? And so it's what kind of questions do people have that you can provide the answer to as an author? Well, what kind of books do you write? And that's what you want to post, because that's the kind of thing that people are going to be searching and that you can be an answer for. So it's a search engine in that respect, that people are asking a question, they're looking for something, and you can be the answer to that something that they are trying to find. Second thing is to post 2 to 4 times daily for a solid, 6 months to a year to have real impact. And I say that based on all of the reading and research I've done, and from the last 4 months, 5 months that I've really fully committed to this. And on the days that I post more consistently, I see a big uptick in impressions, which is essentially, exposure. It's brand awareness. You want brand awareness for your books and for yourself as an author. So the more people see your books out there, the more familiar they become. And then, as you've heard before, it takes X amount of times for somebody to see something before they actually buy it. So that's why it's important to have this brand awareness. Consistently posting is how you make that happen. Additionally, what? Additionally, you can take a single post, a single blog that you've written, a single book that you have, and post it multiple times. You use Canva, use BookBrush, and create pins, right, in the correct size, and change up, the backgrounds and the text on those pins, and change up where you're directing those pins to. So maybe to your website, maybe to your book page, maybe to one retailer, maybe to a different retailer. But you can post the same pen, essentially the same content, multiple times, and you want to do that. That was a real awakening for me, a real aha moment, because I thought, oh, I'm going to post a pin, it's going to, scroll down and nobody's ever going to see it again. But that's not actually the case, because again, number one, it's not social media. Sorry. But that's not the case because, number one, it's not social media. So it's not just disappearing into the ether as new Instagram posts come up posted by other people. Remember, it's searchable. But one post is not necessarily enough. So you want to have multiple posts of that same content presented in new ways. Pinterest likes what is called fresh pins. That means they are new with the link, the description, and the pin itself, but you can have the same content. And the third thing is to batch create. So, it feels overwhelming. And sometimes I'm at the end of the day and I'm like, oh my God, I haven't done my pins yet. I need to do some pins. And that can be stressful because, it's just one more thing you're adding to your list of to-do things. But if you batch it and then schedule, it becomes a lot easier. So I have templates in Canva, templates in BookBrush that I use, and I go in and I just change out the information, and then I go and schedule, and I take a half a day, and that's what I do. And I do a lot of the social media scheduling at the same time. I've pulled way back on social media because I have found that that actually doesn't move the needle, and Pinterest does move the needle. So I'm trying to direct my focus on a place that moves the needle. But anyway, those are my quick tips for tackling or diving into Pinterest.